Sophie, the machine learning AI from Sony AI, has been released today in GT7 for you to race against. And I've been lucky enough to race against Sophie a couple of times before. I've lost a couple of times to her, but today I get to race against her at home on GT7. Let's do it. Okay, so to access Sophie on the main page of Gran Turismo, you go to the very top and there is this button called Race Together, which is what Sophie is. It is a limited time event, so apparently only available in Gran Turismo for a little bit and only on PlayStation 5. I've not done this race yet, but I think we try Trial Mountain. So we've got a couple of options, different speed cars to race against. And you've got some difficulties as well. So if you're maybe not so good at Gran Turismo, you can go beginner. Yeah, let's try expert. There's also a 1v1, which is apparently really hard, but we'll do expert for now. Cool, so 2-lap race at Trial Mountain in some road cars. I'm in a Corvette. The car behind me, Sophie Violet, is in a Corvette as well. Everybody else in other cars. Let's do it. So if you don't know what Sophie is this machine learning AI that is pretty much nothing like anything else in sim racing. It's kind of one of the biggest advances in technology, I think, for racing games in a long time. Essentially what they did to make Sophie is they got a bunch of PlayStations, like, I don't know, 20, 30 or so, and strapped them up together and got them to drive the same car at the same track over and over again, and basically try different things every time. Like maybe try braking later, braking earlier, later apex, earlier apex, all that kind of stuff. And try it over and over again until it works out the perfect way to drive a certain track. Sophie also has learnt racecraft, so Sophie knows when to attack and defend. And is discouraged from crashing into you as well. So you'll see less like straight crashing from Sophie than you'll see in AI in other games, and even AI in Gran Turismo as well. Oh, the big block of Sophie Blue does not like that. I really love the smiley faces. You can see what they're thinking. Yeah, they're still really angry. I'm sorry, Sophie Blue. Throw a dive down here. So last time I raced Sophie, I was very lucky to race Sophie in Monaco, along with some other Gran Turismo World Series drivers, Igor Fraga, Valerio Gallo, and I think it was Tomoaki Yamanaka drove with us as well. In Salzburg, he definitely did also. And basically, Sophie smacked us. Well, smacked me. We raced at Trial Mountain, so this track in like this kind of Porsche Vision GT car, and I got completely smacked. But we're doing better today, which is quite good. The thing with Sophie compared to a human though is that Sophie will always go for a passing move if there's an opportunity. So like when I raced Sophie in Monaco, every time into the hairpin at the end of this straight we're about to go down, Sophie would throw an attack on me. Every lap, no matter what I did, as long as she was like within range. And it's interesting because as a human, you won't always go for a passing move. You have a brain. You're like, should I go for this? Will I lose time? Or will I intimidate my driver? Is it a rude thing to do? Oh, now we're in deep, by the way. Basically, you won't always go for a passing move, but Sophie is a computer. So Sophie's like, can I go for the passing move? And if the answer is yes, then Sophie will always go for the passing move, which is absolutely insane to race against. It means like no corner is safe. Whenever you've got Sophie behind you, she can attack at any corner and she'll defend and all sorts of stuff. Cool. So that's a win. Take that, Sophie. That's pretty good, honestly. It doesn't look like much, but the AI that you're racing against it's very cool. It is unlike anything I've ever raced against. What I'm gonna do as well, I'm really quickly gonna jump in and race the one-on-one, which is apparently a lot harder. Got a new wheel. I don't know which button's the TC for the start. All right, let's go. Sophie Violet's angry. Yes, that's the Sophie I remember. Look at the slide she's got. Oh, it's amazing. It's so different to like everything else. Like, see how she like pitches it into the corner on the way in? We're getting absolutely smacked again. Demoralizing. So when I first raced Sophie, I raced Sophie it was actually in lockdown. It was back in 2021, I think it was. And it was a lap of Dragon Trail Seaside against Sophie in a road car. And sorry, I just absolutely downshifted too fast. And what Sophie would do is like hook the car over a curb on the way into a corner and pitch the car completely sideways and like maintain like a four-wheel drift all the way to the apex. It was nuts. It's ridiculous. No human would ever do that. But a computer has worked out that that is the fastest way of doing it. I cannot believe we're gonna get smacked by 4 seconds. It's tough. It's crazy. Actually, there's 2 laps. Oh my god, 8 seconds. No, we'll try and gain some time back. Just drive like crazy. I like the delta in the middle of the screen, like telling you how you're going. Of course she sends a smiley face. She's enjoying it. I hate it. Also included in today's Gran Turismo update, if you haven't played it yet, is just more smiley face emotes, is a version of Grand Valley Speedway, which is a old school Gran Turismo track that is returning. It's very cool. I haven't got a chance to drive it yet, but I will be shortly. I was really confident after the last race. The last race I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat her. It's gonna be great. But yeah, I'm getting smacked again. It's just like Monaco and Salzburg all over again. Now she's winking at me. That is the meanest thing ever. Just like getting smacked by a computer and then them just sending you like smiley faces being like, I'm having a great time. It's like, good for you, Sophie. Not good enough. Anyway, that was pretty fun, honestly. Like, I'm gonna have another go, and I'm gonna keep trying to beat Sophie. I think the trick is gonna be to get a really good run off the start, and then defend, probably for the whole race. But yeah, really cool technology. You should 100% jump on Gran Turismo if you have a PlayStation 5 and check it out. It's really cool. Yeah, it's really good.